All right, let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be page 7 in your spiral notebook. What I want you to notice is West Africa. The one thing that you have to remember about West Africa and what it has to do with U.S. history is slavery. As you can tell, slavery comes out of the western part, and it's going to go into South America, it's going to go into Central America, and it's also going to go into the United States. What I want you to notice is there is no arrow that shows that it's going to go into England. England Portugal at the beginning, and then England, they're going to be controlling the slavery, but they never send it to their countries, not in my backyard. Okay? What you have to remember about slavery is it had existed for centuries. Also, it was Africans themselves that captured prisoners of war. Then they turned around and sold them as slaves. So yes, Europeans bought the slaves, but it was Africans themselves that would capture them. Okay? Also, what you need to know about this is what? Boy, I lost my train of thought here. Okay. Over here, they're also going to be looking for gold. Okay, and as I mentioned, first the Portuguese, and then the English are going to be using. All right, moving right along, I want you to notice that I'm going to be using a highlighter, and the Spanish are going to be in this area. Okay, let me get another color. The French are gonna be up here and right here by the Mississippi Delta. And the English, and let me get another color. The English are going to be in this area. Okay? Now, the Spanish, at the beginning, the king not interested in settlement. In fact, at the very beginning, they would send orphan women over here, or orphans period, and they would convince the young girls to get pregnant. That way they could get a higher population. Okay, I'm talking about the Spanish, all right? This I meant over here, the French, okay? They were interested in the fur trade. Now I'll talk about the Spanish. In fact, I've already spoken about the Spanish. God, gold, glory, and I talked about the encomienda system. Okay? Don't write it like I do, write it in the correct area. And the English are going to be here for various reasons. Some of them fur trade, some of them land, some of them religious freedom. Okay, and I'll go more into detail for that. All right, let's look at reasons for leaving England. One of the areas, one of the reasons is, and highlight this, economic opportunity, and right here, these are the opportunities. The first one is economic. Okay? And what I mean by economic is uh, people wanted to progress. And they wanted a better life, meaning a higher class. In the old days, if your dad was a farmer, you were a farmer. If your dad was a merchant, you were a merchant, okay? And one word that you have to understand, and look at this word because it's going to be very important. The word is mercantilism. And I'll go more into detail when we get to the second chapter. And what I mean by mercantilism is exploit the new colonies. Again, I'll go into more detail. Reason number 2, as I mentioned, was social opportunity. And by social, as I mentioned earlier, workers, farmers wanted upward mobility, meaning they wanted a higher class. Okay. Something else? The colonies are going to become a dumping ground for prisoners. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if we emptied prisons and just dumped them in another country? How much money we'd have left over? Those prisons could be turned into schools. A third reason is political opportunity. What do I mean by political? Remember, at this time period, the English believe in divine right. What that means is God gave them the right, these are the kings, the right to rule. Okay, people didn't believe in that. Okay, people wanted political freedom, and they're going to get it when they come to America. Religious opportunity is a fourth one. Religious opportunity, and by that we're talking about you're going to have the Protestant Reformation. Keep in mind that at this time period the Catholic Church and the Pope ruled, but notice the first 7 letters of the word Protestant. It says protest. Who are they protesting? The Pope and the Catholics. So these people want, they are anti-Catholic and anti-Pope, and they want to practice their own faith. And as we're going to find out, they're going to be Protestant and Puritans that are going to be coming over here. All right, this lady is Queen Elizabeth. She is also going to be known as the Virgin Queen. Why is that important? Because Virginia is going to be named after her. She led England against Spain, and that's how they're going to be gaining their power. And once they gain their power, they're going to be defeating the Spanish in the Spanish Armada. Okay? Once they get their power, they're able to explore. She made England proud, and she semi-united Catholics and the Anglican Church. Okay? And why is that important? Because her stepsister, Mary, was known as Bloody Mary, and she, as being a Catholic, remember her mom was a Catholic, so she was Catholic, and what she did was go after the people that were not Catholic and kill them. Queen Elizabeth did not do that. She united the Catholics and the Anglican Church. All right, that's it for page 7. Thank you very much.